Well, it wasn't just a crime of fashion when yesterday U.S. Customs stopped a multi-million-dollar haul of counterfeit designer high heels from China before it could enter Los Angeles. Knockoff stilettos are only the tip of a counterfeit goods iceberg, a sketchy industry worth an estimated $600 billion worldwide. Phony designer swag that is not only sold on street corners, but in high-end shopping malls. ABC's Ryan Owens brings us an encore presentation.
They are the name brands fashionistas love to wear: Gucci, Prada, and of course those famous red-soled Christian Louboutins. But for every pair of real designer jeans, there are dozens of fakes for sale on the black market. Counterfeit goods are a booming business for the bad guys, worth an estimated $600 billion a year. Just yesterday, authorities in California confiscated more than 20,000 pairs of faux Louboutin pumps with a retail value of $18 million.
These red-soled shoes were coming out of China. The genuine products are only made in Italy.
The fakes cost less than $3 a pair to make, while the genuine article sells to the rich and famous for up to $6,000. These border control guys are trained to spot the difference. But this isn't just some high-end fashion bust. The counterfeit business cost the U.S. economy $250 billion a year and 750,000 American jobs. And it's not just luxury clothes and shoes. Illicit imports range from perfume to luxury car parts to counterfeit circuit boards destined for NASA. Here at the Los Angeles Long Beach seaport, 14,000 containers come through every day. That's a shipment every 7 seconds.
With the volume of freight that we get here in Los Angeles, I believe that the smuggler is pretty sure that if they send 20 containers, that a few of them are going to go through.
So it's nearly impossible to catch it all. That's where Chris Buckner comes in. Not a cop, but a private investigator, the middleman between the police and the brands themselves.
We're sort of like the counterfeit cops. So anything that the cops do to investigate regular crimes, we're really doing here at our company for those brand owners that we represent.
Yeah, it looks like it could be real. I just need to take a better look at it.
We're with them and the cops as they enter this luxury mall in the OC.
Just relax and we have a search warrant. Okay.
The contraband these cops are after: counterfeit clothes. Santa Ana police officers arrest the store manager. He's accused of selling phony Prada, Dolce, and a huge stash of True Religion jeans. He pleaded not guilty. While police put their suspect in the car outside, the brains behind the bust is counting the merchandise inside.
So there's not a real pair of True Religion in this store that you've seen?
So far, not that I've seen. So this is a great hit.
Buckner shared some of his secrets on how to tell a fake.
If this were authentic, you would say True Religion on the inside, and there's nothing on these.
One of the other things we do may sound a little funny, but we do the smell test on jeans. These guys throw these in plastic bags before they're even dry, throw them on a container, smuggle them to the U.S. So quite often you'll smell them, and they kind of have a little mildewy smell to them.
Wow.
Long before these cases end up at a police station, they are hatched here at the headquarters of his company, Investigative Consultants.
This is our evidence storage facility.
Acting on tips, Buckner's agents go undercover to gather evidence.
There's a darker side than what the public even knows. It's huge. It's beyond what anybody can even comprehend.
Buckner says counterfeiters do a lot more than rip off high-end designers. He says their money funds gangs, organized crime, even terrorist organizations. Police are the first to say they couldn't do it without Buckner.
What Chris does for us is pretty much 50% of our tips and investigations.
He also goes on the raids.
We'll peel off, LAPD will continue forward.
We tagged along for this one with the LAPD. Chris waits a few blocks away to get that call.
Perfect, awesome.
This time, officers arrest this woman for selling goods out of a makeshift store in an area of downtown Los Angeles known as the city's counterfeit capital. Her shop may not look like much, but police say she is part of a crew making more than $500,000 a year.
If you calculate, it's about $2,000 a day.
Their evidence? Allegedly in her own handwriting.
We got the subject we were looking for, recovered counterfeit merchandise. Nobody got hurt, so huge success.
Last year alone, he took about $250 million worth of counterfeit goods off the street.
The public just doesn't really understand the true effects of counterfeit goods, and until they stop buying, this problem is going to continue to get bigger and bigger.
I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in Orange County, California.